very much for joining me. I am Chat with CD Shaven, and tonight we're going to do a soap review on a sample that I've got, Barnstormer. Barnstormer is a soap that was created by the Country Club for Men. It was made specifically for a Facebook group called the Dirty Wet Shave. So, we're going to review this. But before we do, we got a little something different tonight. So, I have this wall here, and I was looking for something to put on it. I wanted to have something to kind of just put in the background there, and something a little bit functional that I could put my razors across, open up some shelf space to put more soaps on. And I enlisted the help of a very good friend of mine, Jim Champion. And he is a very talented individual, and he made something for me. He made me this. Now this is going to hang right up on that wall. As you can see, I got a diagram here of schematics of an old style safety razor. We get the barbershop pole going on, and we also have a couple of knobs here for strops that I've got, and then I can use a shelf to put all my safety razors and then some on. So I'm very excited about that. So again, thank you very much, Jim Champion, for making that for me. I'm excited to mount that on my wall within the next couple of days and put it to some good use. So anyway, I know you spent a long time on that, and very happy to have it. I'm very excited. So again, thank you. So on to the soap review. Today, like I said, we're doing Barnstormer. It is a... It comes in a 6-ounce plastic jar if you buy the full size from the website. And however, it contains 4 ounces of soap, which I do like because there's another soap by Black Ship, and they kind of do the same thing. There's a lot of bloom room in there for your, and plus you can put your brush in there rather and get your soap going on that way. It makes it a lot easier to do. So I do like that. Very happy about that. I don't have the container itself, but this is what the label looks like. Okay. So if you guys are interested in, or you like cool labels, that's definitely one of the better ones I've seen. I'm pretty happy with that. Anyway, so it's about $7 and it is available on countryclubformen.com. A little bit about that company. They were founded between 2014 and 2015. So they've been in it for about 3.5 years or so. They're out of Birmingham, Alabama. They are owned by Kevin Underwood. And he started his business basically because he likes to know how things work. He's kind of a tinkerer, as it were. And he wanted to use, he used to make bath soaps. He figured out how to do that. And he started wet shaving, so he decided he'd figure out how to make shaving soaps, which he did. So, this particular soap has stearic acid, distilled water, coconut oil. It is tallow-based, potassium hydroxide and sodium hydroxide, and also has fragrance, castor oil, shea butter, and a lantern. I can never say that. As far as the scent notes are concerned, it has top notes are lime, lavender, clary sage, bergamot, and lemon. Middle notes are carnation, patchouli, orris root, jasmine, vetiver, cedar, and geranium. Base notes are honey, tonka bean, amber, musk, and vanilla. Now, another thing about this particular soap, I know I'm not saying this right. I'll do the best I can here, though. It is a Scheiper type it's based on it with a Scheiper type of fragrance, which basically is citrusy and mossy and musk based. Okay, and then the spelling on what I was trying to say is Chypre. I saw how to say it on Google. I even played the website you can go to where it plays on how to say it. I listened to it. I still can't say it. So anyway, I've never been good with foreign languages. Anyway, so check them out. Check out their website. They got a great website. A lot of stuff on there. We're going to go ahead and get this shave going. So I'm going to take a bit of this out of my sample And I've got my bowl heated and wet. Oh yeah, for the razor tonight, we are going to use the Mule R41 with a feather blade on its second use. I got about 2.5 days worth of growth, so I really want to get this, have a good shave, a nice smooth shave. We're going to finish it off with Razor Rock's Motherfucker. Really kind of having a motherfucker kind of night. So, all right, let's take a good amount of this soap out. This is kind of a harder soap, so as you can see, I know that's way too much, but I'm gonna press it in the bowl, lather it up anyway, because I want to get this thing. I want to get it going. I want to do as much as I can with it. I always use more than I normally would with soap reviews, because I try to get as much out of the lather as I can. Oh, that. Now the scent, for practically speaking, smells like leather. New leather to me, which I like. Not suede, like that leather, like a nice leather. That's what it smells like. So we're using Game Changer Knot tonight. Get that all wet, ready to go. Let's build ourselves a lather, shall we? So now I didn't do a holiday today because I really wanted to talk about that new addition to my shave den. I didn't really want to get into that. I didn't want to take away from that at all. So I'm very excited about it. So we'll do the holidays starting again tomorrow. We'll probably do a head shave tomorrow because I got a couple more soaps I want to review. I have 2 more that I want to get to. Actually, 3. I have quite a few. Well, as far as lathering goes, it's building up quite nicely. I just need to, dial in the water like I usually do. Oops, that's a little bit much. With newer soaps, because, newer soaps, every soap is different, right? And that's how we're doing so far after, about a minute. It smells good, though. I really like the way this smells. We're rocking and rolling now. I mean, look at that. That's practically holding the whole brush in. So it's a little dry still. It's almost got that yogurt consistency to it. Almost. Wow. And I still haven't used all that sample. I didn't think you can still see it in there. Just barely. Right on the top there. Right up about there. And I still get plenty of lather in there. I just want to... Oops. Shit. Alright. Give this a couple more turns, and then we're going to call this lather done. Oh, yeah. Alright. Now, I don't use any pre-shave or anything whenever I'm doing a soap review. The only prep I did was a hot shower, and I washed my face out, or my face off with a facial cleanser like Nivea or something like that. So here we go. Now, I've been kind of getting away from bowl lathering lately, just in the interest of time for me. So I'm kind of busy. And I kind of like it a little bit. I never used to. I never used to like I never used to like doing it right on my face like that. But it saves a little bit of time. I mean, tonight I put it in the bowl because I wanted to see how I could get it to, how well I could get it to go. But at the same time, it's a really hard soap. So you kind of have to put it, or for me, I kind of have to put it in there. Press it in. And then once you get it loaded, you can go to town and lather it on your face. But my point is, it's not like a cream. You can just put it right on there and then go to town on your face. Oh yeah, this stuff is great. I mean, look at that. Very dense, very thick. Plenty on there, and plenty in the bowl. I mean, I did a ton of this stuff. So I probably did way too much. Actually, I know I did way too much. So let's get this first pass going. With the grain, get that 30-degree angle. Oh yeah, there's a lot of hair. And I got really busy. I've been dying to take this hair out to get a good shave in. And I've been wanting to try this soap for a while. I heard good things about it, but you know, I try not to listen to reviews on things. If I try not to review them myself. I don't purposefully look it up, but if I hear, I try not to put too much thought into it because I want to perform my own opinion. All right, so let's talk about how this soap's doing. Ease of loading, definitely there. I mean, it loads right up. It takes a little longer than some of the other soaps I've done. But that could have just been me trying to dial in the water too, okay? And you know what? I don't really gig a soap just because it takes a while to lather, as long as it does lather, and this does. Or load, rather, I'm sorry. And it does very easily. It just took me a little longer. So I don't mind if it takes longer than other soaps. As long as it works out in the end. I mean, as long as the ends justify the means, as it were. You know, if you're doing all this chumming around with a brush and going to town, and you're getting a lather out of it or a load out of it that just doesn't perform, then it's not worth it, right? So, lathering. Yeah, I mean, once I got the brush loaded up, you could see the soap loading into it. I started really working into a lather. And it was awesome. It worked really well. Now, I learned something recently. Always learning something about this. About post-shave. And what I learned was just how important the post-shave is. Not just in terms of I'm finished and I want to see how my skin reacts 20 minutes later. I mean in terms of in between passes. Residual slickness. Now, I know that's not really what people mean with post-shave, but if you're one of those people that only does one pass, it is your post-shave. So, with this, I've noticed that, not with this, with any soap, the slickness that gets left behind is important, because if you're going along doing your passes, you don't want to shave off the first layer of cream, spin the blade around or the razor around and start going again. And even though there's not cream on there, you still want it to be slick, because you're going to be going over it again with this. And you don't want it to be dry. Having said that, great first pass. Real close. There's some residual slickness. I think it's mostly from what was left on up on my cheeks and stuff, or my ears. There's not a lot of residual slickness in it. So just got to be watching out for that a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and lather this back up, see how it does for a second pass, then we'll do the second and third pass off camera with a little in between to let you know how the shave is going. All right, as you can see, I got a great second layer going on. We're gonna go ahead and do this second pass. It's gonna be cross grain, get ears to eyes and then eyes to ears. Get the shave going on there, and we'll do those cross grain passes, let you know how the shave's going. So thanks very much for joining us. All right, we've got the 2 cross grain passes gone and done and over with. The scent is still really, really strong. I like it on a scent scale, 1 to 10, I'd give it an 8. Smells really good. It's there throughout the entire shave. Slickness, it's not the slickest soap I've ever used, but it's not terrible. I do like it. I don't have any skin irritation going on yet. I still have to do against the grain and a cleanup pass. So we're going to go ahead and do that, follow up with you, and let you guys know how the shave's going after that. Again, thank you very much for joining us. We'll be right back. And we are back. The shave is completed. Have a good cleanup or against the grain pass, a cleanup pass. So overall, yeah, we reviewed the Barnstormer for the Dirty South shavers, and it was made by Country Club for Men. Sorry about that. So anyway, my basic review on that is I love the scent. The ease of loading is there. Ease of lathering is there. Slickness, it's not the slickest soap I've ever used, and residual slickness in between passes wasn't really much there at all. But it works, and as you can see, I don't have any skin irritation from it. So just gonna finish it off here with some Razor Rocks Motherfucker, one of my favorite scented aftershaves. Yeah. All right, so yeah, that feels good. I love the smell of this stuff. All right, so anyway, you guys have any questions or comments? As always, please feel free to comment below. I want to be able to hear from you, and if I do hear from you guys, I'll definitely respond back as soon as I can. And if you guys like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Love to have you on board. Well, if you hit that little bell on top, we'll also get a notification whenever we do a new video. So, what are you waiting for? Subscribe. And again, a little something for my subscribers. If I hit almost at 100, once I hit 100 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a giveaway, and we'll get more into that as the time gets closer. So, subscribe. And folks, thank you very much for joining me. I am Chad with CD Shaving, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good night.